Good evening. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday worshiping the Lord or enjoying His many riches and blessings. Because today is August 11th, we are in Proverbs 11 in the evening. And I don't know if you are in the beginning stages of something new and exciting the Lord has shown you. Well, I know that I am. And I am excited to launch my son into his next chapter. And the Lord had me focus also on myself. He said, now for my assignment, He centered that my focus had to be on winning souls wherever He plants me. Whether it's, in this hospital setting, school setting, both, church, out in the streets, know that the main thing is to point souls' hearts to Christ, right? For He's the answer to all these issues out here. And in verse 30 of Proverbs 11, it says, the fruit of the righteous is a tree, there are a lot of trees behind me, is a tree of life. He or she that winneth souls is wise. Something else. So that's the focus. Focus is wherever the Lord places you, you're to point souls to Christ, who is the answer to everything. Amen. 11:28 says, he or she that trusteth in riches. The Lord was saying, you might be blessed materially. Some opportunities might come your way, but he or she that trusteth in riches shall fall. They eventually will, trip up, right? But the righteous shall flourish as what? As a branch. So if you look at those trees, in the Bible, leaves are, like I said, a lot of times symbolic of health and the flourishing of a tree, right? That's planted by the rivers of water will bring forth much fruit as they meditate day and night in the Word of God. In Proverbs 11:25, talking about the liberal soul. The Lord wants us to, with that wealth, He's blessing us materialistically, right? He might be blessing us health, wealth, what have you. But the liberal soul shall be made fat. Now, we're not talking about extra calories, but we're talking about as far as the wellness of the Lord and the prosperity. That's true. That's true refreshment, so that you can refresh others. Amen. The righteous soul shall be made fat. The liberal soul, who is generous, who loves to share. And he or she that watereth, there it goes, you're replenishing others. When you watereth others, then you shall be yourself watered and refreshed. Amen. And then that was verse 25 and verse 27. She or he that diligently seeketh good procureth, they receive, they gain favor. But he or she that seeketh mischief, we don't even want to talk about that. We are in Judges, is it 6? Judges 6. It talks about who's coming into the scene. Gideon. Gideon was like, I'm the least. What? I mean, my family, is poor. We don't have a name for ourselves. I'm a nobody, right? Why is this angel coming to me, calling me a mighty man of valor? Because the Lord saw something and He prepared before even the beginning of time. He knew. And He's calling you a mighty woman, a mighty man of strength, as we rely on Him. Miracles, our Father told us, is in verse 13. He's like, where are the miracles? Because the Israelites were being in subjection to the Midianites. And he's like, well, what happened to all the stories of old? What was going on? But in verse 14, it says, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? The Lord is sending us to some places where we can't go in our own strength. Nope. We have to have the Spirit of the Lord. And when we have that, then we will be successful. And that is in verse 34. The Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon. He blew the trumpet, and victory, right, was manifested. Before that, the Lord had the angel say, fear not. We cannot have fear, right? What's that? 2 Timothy 1:7. God has not given us that. I drilled that on my son, right? My son, upon him, in him, before him, after him, on the side. We're going in a new atmosphere. But come on, you have power, love, soundness of mind. You don't have any weakness. You don't have any hatred. You know, you might be the minority, but you better show love to those people who are different than you. And he'll give you clarity of thought. Amen. And God will ultimately just give us victory in every way. You don't have to ask for fleeces to be wet and, am I doing the right thing? As long as you have the Spirit of the Lord upon you, you're going to have so much victory. Okay. I could go on and on. God is so worthy to be praised. He has promises for each one of us. I hope you have a wonderful evening, enjoying the presence of the Lord and the riches, and just be faithful and fear not. Enjoy.